Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the controversial parenting tag, which used to be on YouTube quite a bit. I haven't seen it that often on YouTube anymore, but it's been going around a lot on TikTok. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys like this video already, make sure to give it a thumbs up. So here we go. This is the controversial parenting tag. So the first controversial topic is pro-life versus pro-choice. I personally don't think I could get an abortion. I don't think my mental state could handle that, but I definitely think it should be an option. I don't think they should take it away, and I definitely think women should have that option available to them if that's what they choose to do. Yes, there's other options like adoption. I don't think a woman should still have to go through the whole process of giving birth, going through the pregnancy, if she doesn't want to. The one thing that I don't agree with are the women that don't use any contraceptives at all, and their reasoning is, oh, I can just get an abortion. I see that as abusing that option. You should at least be trying other ways to not solely using that as your only option. I just don't understand why you would want to go through all that instead of just trying at least other ways to prevent yourself from getting pregnant. But again, it's your body. You do with what you want. I'm not going to judge you for it. I just don't think that I personally could get one. The next topic is baby wearing. Now, I did not know that this was a controversial topic in itself. After thinking about it for a while, I kind of understand why I guess it would be controversial, just by the development of your child and the independency of your child, but I don't really see a problem with it. I do know that some mothers, they do wear their babies 24/7, and I guess that could be a problem with your child's independency and growth development, because babies do need to have tummy time, and they do need to learn to just be independent and be bored and just be creative for themselves and just think and learn. I know mothers that do hold and wear their baby 24/7. I tried baby wearing for a little bit. Reese was kind of small in the beginning, so he didn't like it that much, and he loves moving. So personally, for my family, it just didn't work, baby wearing. I really wish it did work out though, because the few times that I do it, I love it, and he kind of likes it sometimes, but he's just way too active. So the next one's a very controversial topic, and I don't think that I'm going to get into it at all, really. So the topic is circumcision. Personally, I don't think I need to say what is in my son's pants. I feel like that would be very embarrassing for him when he gets older. If his friends ever find this video or anything like that, just pretty embarrassing things I don't want to put out there. This is something that's very private, and I don't think it needs to be said on the internet. I don't understand why a lot of moms talk about this, and I'm not gonna say my opinion on my decision, because with me saying my decision is still telling you. All I'm gonna say is that do your research or don't do your research. It really doesn't matter. Just do what works best for your family and your child, and that's pretty much all I have to say on that topic. So the next topic is baby piercings. I don't have a daughter, so I don't have to worry about this right now, at least. I know that you can get your son's ears pierced, but I just feel like it's more commonly done on daughters. I'm not against baby piercings at all. I think they're super adorable on little girls. So some things that come into my mind about baby piercings that make me not want to do it for my future daughter is, one, I'm really afraid that they're gonna rip the earring out of their ear, tear their ear, and then on top of that, swallow the earring and choke. I'm afraid when they swallow it that it will cut their throat on the way down because of the sharpness on the earring. There's just too many things that go to my mind that probably a lot of parents don't think about. My anxiety just makes me think of all the worst things that possibly could happen. And another thing that's not so scary to think about is I want that bonding experience with them when they get a little bit older and they ask for their ears pierced. If she's 2 and she asks me, hey mom, can we go get our ears pierced? I will definitely take her to go get her ears pierced, because I want that bonding experience. And I also want her to want it. I don't really see the pain infliction side of the piercings, because I think it's the same pain as getting a shot in a baby. The next topic is breastfeeding versus formula feeding. Unfortunately, I was only able to breastfeed for 2 months because I wasn't producing enough and my son just wasn't gaining enough, so I had to switch over to formula, which is fine. I'm not against formula at all. I tried for as long as I could. It didn't work out, and that's totally okay. Formula has honestly saved my son, because beforehand, when I was just breastfeeding him, he was getting severely underweight, and we didn't know because we're new parents. People were telling us that he was skinny, and then other people were telling us that he was fine, he's just developing a little bit slower, and that it was okay. And then when we went to the doctors, it wasn't okay. But I don't think formula is bad at all. I don't think it's poison like a lot of moms say. I don't understand why moms even say that. Statistically, if you look at a group of children that were only breastfed and a group of children that were formula fed, Developmentally, they're pretty identical. You can't tell which is which. I just think fed is best. As long as your child is healthy and getting fed, I think that is the most important, whether that is from breastfeeding, whether that's from formula feeding, whether that's from donor milk, which I don't even know was a thing. So the next topic is the cried out method. If you don't know what the cried out method is, it's basically just letting your child cry it out to try and self-soothe themselves. I've tried the cried out method a few times. He's still really little, and I feel like this is kind of more towards toddlers. I honestly don't let Reese cry for more than like 5 minutes. Sometimes babies just need attention and they just want your love and your affection to calm them down, and I think that's totally fine. I don't think it's gonna spoil them. I think it's been proven not to spoil them, actually. As of right now, he's still only 6 months old. I'm not really doing the cry out method that much. I let him try to cry at most for maybe 5 minutes. As long as I know that he's fed, he's changed, and he's like, there's nothing else that I could do for him besides give him my attention. I try and let him calm himself down. I give him his toys. I try to let him just relax, and usually he does. The next one is a big no from me, and that is spanking. I don't mom shame, but I really strongly disagree with laying hands on your child. I look at it from the child's point of view. As their parent, you are supposed to be their safe space. You are supposed to give them all the love and affection that they can ever need and or want. You're supposed to give them all of that, and you can do that. I'm not saying that if you spank, you're an automatic bad parent, but I think in the child's eyes, you are giving them all that love, you are giving them all that safe space, but you are purposefully inflicting pain on that child. And I don't want to put into my child's mind that somebody that loves you and somebody that's supposed to keep you safe will purposefully inflict pain on you. And a lot of times that I see parents spanking their kids, it's on really young kids, like 2 and 3 year olds. 3-year-olds and 2-year-olds, you think, oh, they're old enough to know better, but they're really not. They don't know how to express their feelings if you don't teach them, and so they'll throw a tantrum. And that tantrum will cause the parents to want to spank them, which will only cause the children to be more upset and almost fear you in a way. The next topic is something that I actually do that I didn't know I did, which is co-sleeping. I thought co-sleeping was what bed sharing meant, which is sleeping in the same bed. So for me, when I heard co-sleeping, I thought that meant that your child sleeps in your bed. But I recently learned that it just means that your child sleeps in a close proximity to you, which I have to do because of my living situation. When Rusty and I do decide to move out, Reese will be having his own room. So for right now, we're kind of forced into co-sleeping because there is no extra room for Reese to have his own room. Eventually, he will be sleep training in his own bed. But if there was ever a time when he got a little bit older and we were sleep training him and he wanted to come sleep in bed with us, I don't mind at all. I will let my son cuddle with me for however long he wants, because he will only be this little for so long and he will only want to come cuddle with me for so long. So the next topic was homeschooling versus public schooling versus private school. I can mostly 100% say that Reese will be in public school because I don't have the patience to homeschool. Obviously, if we were in the circumstances that we were last year during school where we had to, of course I could do that. But homeschooling where I'm personally teaching my child, I don't think I could have the patience to do that. And private schools are just expensive, and I don't really think they have any beneficial things that public school doesn't have. But then again, I don't see a problem with any 3 versions of school. If you want to homeschool your kid, good for you. I wish I had the patience, but I personally don't think I do. Private school, if you had the money, go for it. That's really awesome. But for me, will just do public school because I went to public school, his father went to public school, we're fine, so it's all good. So the next one is a pretty big topic right now, especially, which is vaccinations. Reese is fully vaccinated, and that's all. I can just say that I'm not anti-vax. I don't really know what else to go into that. I don't get why a lot of parents won't give their child their vaccinations, but I'm not anti-vax, and that's all I can really say about that. I can't tell you what to do with your body, so. Next one is screen time. We always have the TV on in the background, whether that's playing music or it just has cartoons on. Even as adults, like before we had Reese, our TV was just always on. It's kind of like background noise at this point. Reese doesn't really watch TV. He's still really little, so I don't think he understands the concept of just watching TV. I feel like he looks at the colors and just sees the colors and hears the noise, but I don't think he's actually watching the TV, of course. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think TV time is fine if mom or dad needs a break and just needs the child to calm down for a second, and if putting the TV on distracts them for 10, 15, 20 minutes, then I think that's okay. Or if you need to cook dinner. Now, if they are glued to the TV and you can't pull them away 24/7, then yeah, I think that's where it becomes a problem. But I think that will only become a problem if you don't teach them not to do that. A lot of the times when Reese is watching TV, he's listening more to the TV and he's playing with his toys. It's just on in the background. And then when it comes to toddlers with iPads, I don't think I will get Reese his own iPad. I have one and he could play with it if he ever wanted to when he got a little bit older. But I think I will only let him play like educational games while he's really little for a certain amount of time. I'm not going to let him be on it 24/7 or be on YouTube and watching videos. I say this now and this might change in the future, but one thing I know for sure is that there will be no phones or iPads at the table. There will be no iPads or phones at a restaurant table, especially because I don't like seeing that at all. I don't really see it as a problem as long as they are just content without an iPad or without the TV. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button if you guys already haven't to join our little family. If you guys want to know when I upload a new video, which I think is going to be every Friday, for the most part at least, turn on your post notifications so you know when they go up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.